Hello everyone, we have to discuss about it. GS GS स्कोर का टारगेट पीटी 2020। इसमें हम कर रहे हैं हिस्टोरिकल बैकग्राउंड हिस्ट्री। ऑल टॉपिक हिस्ट्री। Stone Age. The Old Stone Age or the Paleolithic and cultures of Indian development in the Pleistocene and period or and the ice and which is the geological period रहता है। जो Pleistocene and period रहता है come immediately before the geo and the logical period and called the Holo and the science or recent period in which and we live and the which and begins and about the 10,000 year ago पहले का था। In India the first and human occupation as the suggested and by the stone tools is not at the earlier than the Middle and Pleistocene and which is the perhaps begins about the 5 lakh years ago and in the जो Pleistocene period था ice sheets and cover करता था great portions को and of and the earth surface के particularly and in on the higher altitude था and there the peripheries का face in the Paleolithic age the old stone और Paleolithic age जो होती है in India में is divided into and three and the phases according and to the natures of stone tools used by the peoples and also the according and to the natures of changing in climate जो climate change होता है nature में the first phase is cold early or the lower Paleolithic the second and middle Paleolithic and the third upper Paleolithic जो third upper Paleolithic second middle and first upper Paleolithic होता है उसमें वो उसको early और lower Paleolithic first phase कहते हैं। The lower Paleolithic और the early old stage and cover करता है the greater part of the ice age की greater part को। It is and the characterized and features रहता है it is the characterized feature रहता है जो कि use of hand axis को प्रमोट करता है। जो स्टोन टूल्स वेयर यूज्ड एंड मेनली एंड फॉर द कोपिंग के बनाए जाते थे जो वेस्टर्न अफ्रीका यूरोप में सिमिलर मिलते हैं। The early old stone age and sites and ARC found in the valley of the river and Sons in Punjab. River Son पंजाब में पाई गई हैं। Now the Pakistan and lower Paleolithics and the tools have also the been and found in the Belan Valley in Mirzapur and districts in उत्तर प्रदेश के। And the middle and old stone age and the middle Paleolithic जो industries and are all and the based and the upon the fake and thus and the flag and are and the are found in different part and of and the India and so regional various and the principles and tool are the variables of the scrapers जो made of the flex के बने रहते थे। We also find other large numbers or the borers and blade like tools the middles and stone age and the sites in India are found in the Son Valley में पाई गई हैं। The upper Paleolithic phase was less humid रहता है it and the coincide रहता है with and the last phases of the ice age के लिए and when the climates becomes and the completely and warms and caves and the rock and shelters and for use by the human and beings and the upper Paleolithic and phases and has been the discovered it and been made का 40 kilometers and south of the Bhopal and hand excavators and bladers and scrapers and few and the bones has been found there जहाँ पाए गए थे and as upper the Paleolithic and umbel assemblies and the characterized and by the massive flags and the blades and buried and the scrapers and has also been and found in the upper and level of the Gujarat dunes। The last stone age जो होती है उसमें क्या होता है upper Paleolithic जो age रहती है come to and the end and with and the end of the ice ages and around the 8000 and BC and the climate become the warm and dry and from the 8000 BC and begin and the intermediate stage stone age and cultures and which is the cold and the Paleolithic age and it is and the band and as other traditional and phases and between and the Paleolithical age and the and or and the new stone age and is and the also and the killed and the late stone age and in and the case of the India It is started about the 8000s and the BC and continued 2000 BT and the contributed up to and the about and the 4090 4090 BC and to the characterized and tools and of and the late stone age and are the microlith रहते हैं जो late stone and ages रहती है sites की and are found करती है in and the good and the नंबर से एंड द छोटा नागपुर सेंट्रल इंडिया एंड द आल्सो एंड साउथ एंड ऑफ एंड द रिवर कृष्णा जो न्यू स्टोन एज रहती है जो न्यू स्टोन एज रहती है उसमें बिगेन एंड मच द ईयरलियर इन 17,000 बीसी में हुआ था नेलोलिथिक स्टेटमेंट इन द इंडियन एंड सब कॉन्टिनेंट आर रोड द ओल्डेस्ट देन 600 बीसी से ओल्डर रही है एंड सम एंड द settlements and found in and the South India and the Eastern India and is and the late and is and the 1000 BC. The purpose of this the ages and used की जाती है tools and the implemented or and the polished and stone and they the particularly and used and the stone and axis and which has been and the found in the large numbers and the throughout the greater part of the country and this as the cutting tools and bars the put and the various uses and by the pupils and in and the various legend and the parasuramas and becomes and the important taxes and welding and heroes and the type of the axis and used and by the Neolithic जो shelters रहता है be noticed and three the important areas of the Neolithic settlements and one areas and is to be and the found in the north and in the valley of the Kashmir and eight other places and Kelt and the Burja homes and eight other distance and of and the about 20 kilometer from the Srinagar जो Neolithic period रहता है और उसमें lived and there on the plateaus में रहते in pits and probably and had the hunting and the fishing economics they did not and seems and to have and the sea been and accurate and with and the agriculture and of and the domestic zoo agriculture and the or and the domestic of animals they used and not the polish tools रहते हैं of stone के but and what is the more and interesting and they used and numerous and tools रहते हैं and weapons and the made and of the bone the only and other and the places and which has and the yield and consideration and bone जो implement रहता है in India का and is and the Chirand and which is and the 40 kilometer and west and of the Patnas and on and the northern side of the Ganga and thus the bone जो implement रहते हैं has been the found की जाती in other late and the Neolithic setups के लिए in an area and with and the about 100 centimeters and rainfall and the settlement and become the possibilities and the because and of and the open and land and the available and on and the account and of and the joinings and the togethers and of the four and the rivers and Ganga, Son, Gandaks, Ghagra, eight and the place. Here the place and the pupils of the Burja homes and used the chores and grey poetry का use करते थे it is interesting and that and the Burj home and the domestic जो dogs रहते थे were buried and the with there the master in there the graves उनकी कब्र में उनको दफनाया जाता था pit and the dwelling होती थी and the placing and of and the domestic dogs की in the graves and of and the masters do not the seems and to be the practices करते थे and with and the Neolithic and pupils in any the other part of India some of the important Neolithic जो site होती है और and those and the who those and which and the Neolithic and states and that and the have been and the existence include and the Maski and the Brahmagiri and the Nurai and the Hoda Kai and the Salangakulam and T and the Narsimpur and the Takkal Kota in Karnataka and the Pelam and the Payampat in Tamil Nadu and the Piklihan and the Utnors Utunursan are the important Neolithic site in Andhra Pradesh and the letters are Neolithic and the shelters and where the agriculturals जो रहते हैं agriculturalists and who lived रहते थे in the circulation or the rectangulars and houses and made and of the mud and the reed के बने होते थे it is the old and that and the primitive and peoples living in the circular houses में रहते थे owner the property and the common and in any and the cases and there and the Neolithic जो people रहते थे laid other settled life करते थे and they the produced and ragi and the horse grains and the kutha and there and the polished and tools and are the included and mycolithic blades scenes and in and the Neolithic and the faces and several and the settlement and comes to the equations and with the with the cultivation of and the culture of and the central and the domestication of and the animals. They needed, उनको ज़रूरत होती थी पोर्ट थर्ड की and the which and they the could and the store and there the food grain को and milk की the further they further and the needed and potent for and the cooking and the eating and the health and the handmade and the poetry is found and the early stage में रहते थे later and they used and food and the meals and to the turn and up and the puts. अब क्या हो रहता है द पीपल एंड ऑफ एंड द स्टोन एज की एंड द सफर करते थे एंड फ्रॉम द वन ग्रेटर ए लिमिटेशंस में एंड सिंस दे हैड बी एंड टू डिपेंडेंट रहते थे इंटायरली एंड ऑन द टूल्स पे एंड वेपन्स पे एंड मेड ऑन द स्टोन पे एंड दे एंड कुड नॉट एंड फाउंड करते थे एंड द सेटलमेंट एंड फॉर अवे एंड फ्रॉम एंड द हिली एरियाज में रहते थे एंड दे एंड कुड एंड द सेटल डाउन एंड ओनली इन द हिली रिवर्स वैली के पास रहते थे एंड फर्दर इवन एंड विद द ग्रेट एफर्ट करते थे एंड दे कुड एंड नॉट एंड द प्रोड्यूस एंड मोर एंड देयर एंड वाई बी नीडेड एंड फॉर एंड देयर द बेयर सस्टेंट अपनी नीड के अकॉर्डिंग मतलब जो भी चीज़ है वो प्रोड्यूस करते थे. Indus Valley civilization in and the Indian and sub and the continent was one of the early and center and where men and the settled down and the progressed and to lead and the highly and the cultivation life रहती थी. उसमें geographical जो factor रहता था like climates, fertility and of and the soils and physical features and greatly contributed करते थे to the progress and the development of the men there and this and the civilization and family years and to the world में रहती थी and as the Indus Valley civilization और the Harappa culture and flourished हुआ था about the 5000 years ago initially historians and cold the civilization but of the late and the late historians and the prefers करते हैं to and the coal and it is and the Harappan culture most of the state of and the this and the culture the civilizations and discover and earlier and where in the Indus and Valley and only Indus Valley only and the sites and includes and the Harappa and the Mohenjo-daro and Daro and the Want and in and the recent and the years the large numbers and of and the sites and belonging to this and the civilizations and has been and found in the area and far and away and from and the Indus and the Indus Valley and for and the example the sites and it and the Kalibangas and the Lothal and rebellions and features and similar and to and the those and of and the Indus Valley and examples. Therefore and thus historians and feel करते थे and that and the name Indus Valley civilization is not the appreciated further and most and of and the thus and the side जो रहती थी and has been many and the similar रहती थी to the urbanization cultures के लिए of the people of Harappa के लिए the first side of the this cultures and to be the discover की गई थी 1921 में and therefore and the this and civilization is called the Harappa culture extended of the Harappa culture it is covered and part of the Punjab इसका part पंजाब में हरियाणा में सिंध एंड बलूचिस्तान गुजरात राजस्थान एंड द फ्रेंगो ऑफ द वेस्टर्न उत्तर प्रदेश एंड इट इज द एक्सटेंडेड करती है फ्रॉम जम्मू इन द नॉर्थ एंड टू द नर्मदा स्टेटरी में एंड द साउथ एंड फ्रॉम द मकरान एंड द कोस्ट में एंड ऑफ द बलूचिस्तान में इन द बेस्ट to the Meerut and the north east and it is cover करती है and the areas of the about and the 12 and 1299 0.600 and the square and the kilometers and it is covered either the larger areas and then and the ancient and the Egyptians and the Mesopotamians and the culture did geographical and the factors and which and the helped and the growth and of and the civilization the Indus and seals and are found into the heaven figures of the varieties and of and the plant and the animals and which can be the excited only and in the moderate real and bait and the conditions and the therefore and it is and the assumed that the climate and condition and where the quiet and moderate and aided and to and this and the west and plains along the Indus and the where and vary and the fertility the flood and deposit and rich in alluvials and the soil and and the island and thus and the geographical and the factor and greatly and the hand helped the prosperity and the Indus habitat and the town planning. One and off and the most and the outstanding and the features and of the Indus and the cities and was and the that and the they were and the well and planet and the exhibitions and the Harappans and the Mohenjo-daro and have and the shown are the lot of the evidence of this. The cities and head to the part में रहती है the citadels and the outer sun city. जो citadels was built बनाए जाते हैं on and the in elevated and areas के लिए the outer and city and was it are the lower and levels. The road and where the wide and the strengthened and the cuttings and the each and others and it and the right angles. They also had other perfect and the drainage system and each and houses and had other wells constructed and sink and the froms and the which and water flowed and into and under and the ground and drain and the thus and the drains thus and the drain and the along and the road and where and the covered and by other loose and the bricks and houses and where of the different type of the smalls and the large and the brick and bear and extensively and used and house and where also and the provided and with and the well and the other and important and the Indus and the included Indus cities में included किया गया था the great bath को and pillars को and whole it and the मोहनजोदाड़ो के and the dockyard and it the लोथल में थे and the granaries and it हड़प्पन में मिली थी. Thus the structure and standard testimonies and to and the art agriculture skills of the Indus peoples. The social life. Social classes and the fact and the that and there were and the different and type of the houses and the indirect and there were the different and social classes and trading and the being and the major activities and the merchant and the seems and to be the have and the forced and the upper and the classes the artisans and the farmers and the might and to be and the common peoples. जो ड्रेस रहती है उसमें नो एंड द डिफाइन एंड द अकाउंटेंट इज द अवाइलेबल्स एंड द अबाउट एंड द टाइप्स एंड ऑफ एंड द ड्रेस एंड यूज्ड एंड बाय द इंडस एंड द पीपल्स. The discovery of the numbers and of and the spindles and the and the suggested and the use and of and the cottons. And woolen fabric and the browns and the status and to and the give and the some and the information about the dress of the peoples and the women and boor and the skin skirt and the upper gardens and the men and the boor and the band and of and the clothes. Around there the lions and the illa loose and the garment. Ornament a large number of the ornamental like the necklaces and the armlet and fingers and the RHGS and the banglas and etc. and has and been and the fountain from the thus and the sides and thus were and the made of the gold and silver and the even the sixty and the precious. And stone and the some and of and the ornament and the wear and also and made and of and the shell के बने होते थे ब्राउन के and कॉपर के and पुरुष के बने होते. It is apparent that the both men and the woman जो रहती थी wear ornament पहनती थे ornament and the status of the dancing and girls and the breeded and the men and the people जो रहते थे यूज करते थे हेयर पिन्स को एंड किनी एंड द डिफरेंट एंड द हेयर स्टाइल्स एंड recreation and the amusement. The people are often the Harappan and the Simpson to be and the have and the have and the had the great and the leaking for the dance and the music and they were and also the familiars and with the indoor games के लिए and like the dice and a large numbers of the terracottas and toys and were found in Mohenjo-daro. The economic condition agriculture was the main and accumulations and often the Indus peoples katha and they the grey and the first and wheat and the barley and peas and in the some and places and rice and they were not and only and the produce करते थे and the enough and for and the themselves but also and the for and the trade जो रहता था. They did not irrigated and there the land and by the canals and the annual flood and the providing enough and the moisture to grow and the crops and the field and where and the plugged and using other wooden plug sheds. जो domestication of animals कैसे होता था? On the basis and of and the Indus seal जो रहती थी, it is can be and the said and that other large numbers of the animals and including goat को करते थे and buffaloes को and auctions को and elephant को and dog को, जो camels and where the domestication करते थे, but the Harappan and seems and not be and the have and been and the familiars and with and the horses के साथ में. जो craft में क्या था, the Harappans and pupils and were good and the craftsmen and browns and work and had been the reached and other degree and of and the perceptions and the bricks and making and the masonry and the bear and others and the important and the occupation जो रहती थी, poetry and made and on and the potters and wheels and vase and the decorated करते थे, vase the different and painted and read and the make and the spinnings and the wearings and two and the wear other common craft and trade में क्या होता था, the urban and the cultures and highly and the specialized and the manufactures and activities and suggested and that the common side and head are the flourished and trade and the there was and the flourishing and the internet and trade and between and the sides में होता था, the river Indus and the serve करते थे as the high and the waterway and through and the which and most of the trade and was the carried out. रिलीजन प्रैक्टिस में क्या होता था, एंड वी डू नॉट एंड हैव एन एनी एंड द स्पेसिफिक इन्फॉर्मेशन जो रहती थी अबाउट एंड द रिलीजन एंड बिलीफ एंड ऑफ द हड़प्पन पीपल्स में रहती थी एंड हाउ इवर्स एंड ऑन एंड द बेसिस ऑफ द आर्कोलॉजिकल फाइंड की गई थी एंड बी एंड कैन बी एंड द सर्टेन कंक्लूजन्स में एंड नो एंड द टेम्पल्स एंड हैज बीन द फाउंडेड एंड फ्रॉम एंड द एनी एंड ऑफ एंड द हड़प्पन स्टेट एंड द फिंगरिंग्स एंड द रिसर्टिंग्स. This has other lot of the similars and with and the Shivas and from and this is other fingers and the figures and that and the Harappas and might and to be and the worship Shiva. डिक्लाइन कैसे हुआ था, द हड़प्पा कल्चर एंड लास्टेड एंड फोर एंड द अबाउट द थाउजेंड्स ईयर एंड द कोलैप्स एंड जो coincided with and the advance and of and the Aryans and in India. The attract and reasons and for and the decline of is this the civilians and is not a noun. But the and the generally and the expected to be among the historicals. Religion movement, Jainism.